Hey everyone, this is Miss P. So what I wanted to do is go over a few of the questions, one, two, three, and four. We'll do together. Well, I'll show you how I came up with the answers so that you can check yourself. And then after that, what I'll do is I'll show the remaining questions on length and customary units. I will show you the answers for those so that you can check your answers. If you got, if you received, and I'm sorry, not if you got, if you did not get questions 5 through 9 correct, and you need me to show you how those answers, how did I get those answers, please comment on the video and let me know, and I will show you, I will send you a video with the way that I worked out the problems and came up with that answer. All right. So let's quickly review when we talk about length and customary units. So customary units, those are the units that are used widely in the United States, just like it says at the top. All right. Those units, you'll find out that they measure in inches. They also measure in feet, in yards, and in miles. All right. So some of the things that you do need to remember is remember when we talked about our chart that's in our book? Well, one of the big notes that I want everybody to remember is a few things. There's 12 inches in 1 foot. There's 3 feet in 1 yard. There is 5,280 feet in 1 mile. And 1,760 yards equals, or I've been saying in, but I apologize. All right, in 1 mile. So 12 inches equals 1 foot, 3 feet equals 1 yard, 5,280 feet equal 1 mile, and 1,760 yards equals 1 mile. All right, so we're going to work on converting length. All right, in length, say for instance, like in number one, it says there's 108 inches equals how many feet? All right. Biggest thing is this. Remember, there's 12 inches. 12 inches equal 1 foot. The objective of us being able to convert from inches to feet is called canceling out. That's how I like to call it. All right. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to say we have 108 inches times our denominator should have inches in it, and our numerator should have foot, or in some case, it'll be feet. All right. Um, but it's always going to be one because that's what we have 1 foot, and then 1 foot equals 12 inches, right? So, what we're going to do here is these inches are going to cancel out because inches times 1/inches ultimately means that we're multiplying. All right. We're dividing, excuse me. So the inches, they cancel out, and you're left with 108 over 12, and then we'll end up with just feet. Okay. So when we divide those, we're going to be left with 9 because what we're going to do is 12 divided by 108, which is 9. All right. So ultimately, we left with 9 feet as our answer. So 108 inches equals 9 feet. How can we check ourselves? So we can check ourselves by saying we know that 12 inches equals 1 foot. So if we take our 9 feet, it's the same thing as saying 12 times, I'm sorry, not 12. I want to do it like this. I'm going to say 9 times 12 inches, which is 108 inches. So that's how we can check ourselves and realize that we come out with the same answer. So our answer is correct. All right, and number two, we have 68 inches equals how many feet and how many inches, which means we're going to have a leftover. So in this case, again, we set it up the same way. We'll say we have 68 inches, and And remember, our goal is to end up in feet. So feet needs to be at the top, and we're going to have inches at the bottom. And there again, there is 12 inches in 1 foot. So we have our 1 foot, we have our 12 inches, and again, our inches are going to cancel out, and we're left with 68 over 12. And when we divide that, the closest that we get to 68 is when we multiply times 5, which gives us 60. And we're left with 8 remaining. So in that case, we have 5 feet, and then our remainder is our 8 inches. And that's our answer. All right. Let's look at number 3. Number 3, we have 3 feet equal how many yards and how many feet. So in this case, we know that we have 3 feet equals 1 yard. That's what we use, right? So let's solve it. So if we have 8 feet equals, and we want to get rid of feet, remember? So that's 3 feet, and then we have 1 yard. So we're going to end up with our feet canceling out, and we'll have 8 over 3 yards. So when we look at that, we're going to have 3 divided by 8, which says it can go in there twice, which it leaves us with 2 remaining. So then we'll have 2 yards and 2 feet. And last but not least is number 4. And again, we remembered that our note says that we're going from yard to mile. And in this case, there is 1,760 yards equals 1 mile. So in that case, we're going to say 3,520 yards equals how many yards gives me 1 mile? 1,760. My yards are going to cancel out, and then I'm left with 3,520 over 1,760, and we're going to end in miles. And so if I divide those nice two, I am going to get 2. So that leaves me with exactly what I need. So my answer is 2 miles. All right. All righty. And that is answer number 4. All righty. And if you want to, you can check out the other answers to all of your questions. So for length and customary unit, you should have these answers. You should have 9 feet. You should have 5. For number 2, you should have 5 feet, 8 inches. For number 3, you should have 2 yards and 2 feet. For number 4, you should have 2 miles. For 5A, you should use inches. For B is miles. For C, you can use yard or feet. And for D, you can use feet or yards. Number 6 is 9 feet, 6 inches. For number 7, Kent. And he's taller by 2 inches. Number 8 is no, and number 9 is no. All right. And that is all of the answers to the very first page, length and customary unit. If, like I said, if you did not get these answers and you're wondering why, and I didn't explain it, or you want more practice, please comment in the comment section of the video. Thank you, and see you in the next video.